Hey, it's John Terry with Vision Advisors, and welcome to another Insight with Vision. In this particular episode, I want to ask this question. Are you thinking what they're thinking? Are you thinking what your clients are thinking about retirement and the rest of their lives? According to a study done by the Alliance for Lifetime Income, you're not. Let's jump into what this study found and lessons we can learn from this about working with your clients. Now, as we get older, we all begin to ask questions. You and I, we begin to think about what matters most to us in life. Specifically, most of us want to know that we're living a life that's meaningful and that we've contributed in some way to our family, our community, and to society as a whole. And it's not just about money for most of us either. You and I and the clients that we serve, all of us want to know that our lives are worth living and that we truly matter to other people. Now, you and I and our clients, we're going to have to one day answer that all important why question. Why am I here? And then that leads to those follow-up what questions. What truly matters? And what am I going to do with the rest of my life? Now, you should be starting your client conversations asking questions related to these issues, these why and what questions, the conversations they're having with themselves. Using the answers to these questions is going to help you clarify their goals and their objectives as you're working with them to map out what's next for them as it comes to financial planning. But sadly, according to a study done by the Alliance for Lifetime Income, you and I aren't doing that as well as we think we are. The life issues that your clients are dealing with are in reality their long-term goals, objectives, and their aspirations. Now, those goals and objectives and aspirations may range from a bucket list trip to Paris, France, or to go see the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Or it could be something as simple as wanting to retire and live in the woods in a cabin they built with their own two hands, knowing they're going to have enough money. So no matter how long retirement lasts for them, they're going to be financially secure. Now, understand too that your clients are experiencing a number of competing emotions, some of them positive and some of them negative, as they're going through and living life, as they're experiencing success and failure and learning from each. But according to two separate studies done by the Alliance for Lifetime Income, one focused on financial professionals and the second on consumers, asking the same questions of each, here's what they found. You and I as financial professionals are overstating how well we are paying attention and helping our clients tackle these all-important life issues. Now think about that. We are overstating, we believe we're doing a better job in addressing these issues than we actually are. Now, notice this. The survey found big gaps between what financial professionals think their clients want and what their clients really actually want. The study concludes that financial professionals are consistently falling short of meeting their clients' expectations. And if you want to create a long-lasting relationship with your client, you've got to go beyond just meeting expectations and exceeding those. And anytime you're falling short of meeting expectations, you are well below what is expected for you to deliver to create that exceptional service that keeps that client connected to you and makes you referable. So if there's a big gap between what you think and what clients really want, would you like to know what that gap is? Well, I want to give you 5 things that clients pointed out that were important to them that financial professionals thought they were addressing well, but according to their clients, they're not. Number 1 was the bucket list goal. When this question was asked of financial professionals and then the same question asked of clients, here's what they found. And here was the disparity. Nearly 2/3, 63% of financial professionals say they are discussing bucket list goals with their clients. But clients disagree. According to clients, when asked the same question, only 37% of clients say their financial professionals are even mentioning, much less talking about, bucket list goals in retirement planning conversations. Number two, what life will look like in retirement. Only 35% of clients, the individuals you're working with, said that their financial professional has asked them how they envision spending a typical day in retirement. They're not asking the question, what does a typical day in retirement look like for you? Or what do you want retirement to look like once you're no longer working? Interestingly enough, when the same question was asked of financial professionals, over half, 55% say, I'm having that conversation on a regular basis with my clients, but only 35% of clients agreed with what the financial professional actually said. The third area that is of issue for clients today is the emotions they're experiencing, especially the negative emotions, anxiety, fear, and stress as they're going through life and they're trying to figure out, have I saved enough? Is it going to last? What happens if I get sick along the way? All of these questions stimulating these negative emotions that have adverse health consequences. Interestingly enough, let's see what the survey said. 64% of financial professionals say they are working with their clients on a regular basis to discuss the anxieties, the stressors, and the fears that they're dealing with. Only 23% of clients agreed with that statement. Only 23% of clients said their financial professional is having a conversation with them about the anxieties, the fears, and the stressors they're dealing with in living life and planning for the time in life when they're going to have to live on what they've saved. Now, another interesting side note that came out of this question was this: 48% of consumers, your clients, worry about their money several times a month. It's not just now and then. 48%, almost half of them, worry about their finances several times a month. When that same question was posed to financial professionals, they responded that only around 8% of their clients are worried about their financial situation on an ongoing and consistent basis. Again, a great big gap between what clients say is actually troubling them and what financial professionals believe is truly going on in the minds of their clients. Understand this: when that gap exists, and that gap is there, you walk into those client scenarios with a bias or a prejudice towards what you believe. And if you believe something to be true, your brain is going to reject any information to the contrary. So very important, you need to understand what you believe is going on in your client's thoughts may not be actually what's happening there. Point number 4, unexpected or unanticipated retirement. When asked when they had to retire, 47% of those interviewed, clients that were interviewed, reported that they retired earlier than they planned to or earlier than they expected to. Now, this came from a 2022 study by the Employee Benefit Research Institute. Now, despite the fact that almost half are retiring earlier than expected, what we found from the Alliance for Income, Reliable Lifetime Income, what we found from this study was this: 37% of clients, 1 in 3, said they have not had a single discussion about what an unplanned or unexpected retirement would do to their financial scenario with their financial professional. 92% of financial professionals, on the other hand, say they are raising this issue consistently or at least sometimes. Now, if 92% of you are raising that issue, but only 37% of your clients say you're having that conversation, again, there's a gap. Is it a communication issue? Is it a not listening to the client issue? There's an issue there that you need to resolve to understand what's going on in your client's head. And point number 5, understanding what matters most in life. This stood out as one of the key takeaways to me from this study by the Alliance for Lifetime Income. Perhaps the greatest single issue in their lives was this: what is most important in life? Now, when you ask that question of a client, what matters most to you and what's more important to life, you are truly getting to the heart of what is important to their money and what they want their money to do for them. This question about what is most important is life is central to the conversations you need to be having as it relates to the planning that they want to accomplish, because they want to use their money as a means to take care of what matters most. Now, interestingly enough, when we look at the study and we look at how this was answered by clients and financial professionals, 81% of financial professionals say we're having these what matters most conversations with our clients. When the clients were asked, only 53% agreed that they were having those conversations and addressing those issues in their planning. Now, financial professionals tend to focus on the money. And let me say this, you and I as financial professionals, we need to be careful that we're not so quick to jump into the money conversation. We forget that it's not about the money. The money doesn't really matter to your clients. To your clients, and this study validated it, money is a tool that makes it possible for your clients to live life to its fullest. Money makes it possible for them to do the things they've always wanted to do. It's not about the money. It's about what the money can provide for them and what the money can do for them so they can live life to its fullest. They can take care of what matters most. And for them, it's about living life. They want to live a life of significance and know that what they did mattered to someone so that they will be remembered when they're gone. And if you're helping your clients know and discover their purpose so they can live this fulfilled life, this plays a very positive role in your client's emotional and physical well-being. In fact, focusing on this conversation in your dialogue with your clients has some very positive attributes. One recent study showed that among a group of nearly 7,000 adults aged 50 and older, those who scored highest on a scale that measured life purpose and about living life to its fullest, those who were most centered on that, and that was their emphasis of how they lived their lives, those individuals were less likely to die during this 4-year study period. In fact, they were much more likely to live longer and live happier lives. Clients want their financial professionals to initiate these discussions and these conversations much more often in the dialogues they're having for one reason. It's going to make them happier, it's going to make them healthier, and it's going to make them more grateful. It's also going to endear you to the client, and you're going to be able to step into their shoes and into their thoughts and understand what matters most to them and help them structure their financial planning around that important goal and objective and aspiration in life to live life to its fullest and to take care of what matters the most. Hey, I want to say thank you for joining me for this issue of Insight with Vision. If you don't have a copy of our Fact Finder, I encourage you to reach out and ask for our Life Issues Fact Finder. Not only do we give you a tool to gather important financial information, we give you a tool that includes some very important life issues questions to help you start and have this ongoing dialogue with your clients every single time you engage with them. This is one of the many tools and resources we've got available here at Vision Advisors. For more on what we have to offer, how we can help you, or for assistance with your next client opportunity, give us a call at 1-800-505-8489, or you can visit us at visionadvisorsinc.com. And while you're at our website, be sure and follow us and like us on Facebook and LinkedIn. And also be sure and check out our YouTube channel, where you'll find over 200 training videos available 24/7 to help you continue to up-level your knowledge and experience and wisdom and provide you with the tools and resources you need to continue to exceed client expectations and make yourself more valuable to your clients. I'm John Terry with Vision Advisors. Thanks for joining me, and have a great day.